You'd never guess the women that are struggling the most are often the ones that are holding everything else together for everybody. For years, I was in constant service mode, first in healthcare, then in the salon. And it was during that time, in those years, that my health, my energy, and my relationship with food started to shift. Working in hospitals, nursing homes, and private care, I barely had enough time to breathe, let alone eat real food. My scrub pockets, they stayed full of snacks. I mean, miniature candy bars, peanut butter crackers, anything I could get my hands on. I mean, we lived off of vending machines, quick takeout, and even sugary drinks just to stay awake. Because at that time in my life, it wasn't about a choice. It was about getting through the shift. Not to mention, it was always somebody's birthday, or a patient's families bringing in treats, or even the doctors who would order pizza for everyone. There was always something to snack on, just to get you through them 12 hours. I didn't even realize how much sugar continued to build in my life because it didn't always look like candy. I mean, it looked like convenience, from microwave meals to French fries to drive-thrus. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can understand. And then I made a transition back into the cosmetology field. But this time, I was licensed. New mom, new salon, good old J.C. Penney's. If y'all know anything about J.C. Penney's, that used to be the go-to. You know, I didn't realize that I brought the same habits from healthcare into the salon life. Still waiting to eat, reaching for processed carbs just to get me through the day. I would plan to eat after one client, but then another client would come in, one would add a service, and then you know the drill. Clients come first. I didn't even realize that I was on autopilot, still unfed. You know, the truth is, sugar was never a treat for me. It was just what I turned to. I realized it was a pattern. When I didn't have time to have a break, when I didn't feel like making meals, and when I needed to stay up. It was just something I went to, even when I was running on empty. But you know what I've learned? The women that often give the most receive the least, especially from themselves. We're so trained to show up, serve, and be the strong ones. But there's a price to constant giving without receiving. And that price, it showed up in weight that I carried for a very long time. And it wasn't just physical. It was emotional. It was generational. It showed up in my habits every day. But I had my son and my mom to think about. So I had to figure out how to put myself as the priority. When everything started to change, when I learned how to eat from my biology, my mood, my energy, and my cravings, I learned that sweets was just a response. It wasn't the root. Here's the part that most people don't realize. Sugar, it doesn't just affect your weight, but it affects your mood, your sleep, your energy, and your mental clarity. And when your body is constantly processing sugar, even the hidden kind, your cortisol levels spike, your insulin rises, and your body begins to store fat instead of using it. And for women over 30, this can show up as afternoon crashes, brain fog, stubborn belly fat, and mood swings. So if you've ever said, but I don't even really eat sugar, it's about what your body turns into sugar. I have prepared and designed something especially for women over 30, and that is a blueprint on not only your foods, but also your workout plans that will best align your body for the best version of yourself. But before we get there, I want you to think, how much of what you actually eat is sugar? And how is your body processing that? Are you tired? Are you fatigued? Do you sleep well? Do you have brain fog? A lot of these symptoms aren't just from being tired, but it's how your body is trying to metabolize the foods that may or may not be good for your body. No more not having time for you. It's time to make your health and your goals the priority. So if you're still watching this, let me know. What are your obstacles? What has been your challenges with foods? Put that in the comments. Let's talk about it. Because if you've ever felt like you haven't had time for you, time to eat, let alone time to breathe, this video's for you. And this is exactly why I created Blood Type Fit, to give women like us a plan that works with our body and not against it. Grab the free guide if you're ready to know your type. And in my next video, I'll go deeper where these sugar patterns stem from. And if you're already on your healing journey, feel free to comment what's been working, what's been not working for you. You can also let me know your blood type if you feel comfortable. But if you would like to book your free clarity call, you can do that also at bloodtypefit.com. See you guys in the next video. I'm Carrie Jonay.